Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver and today we are playing Hoard Dragon. Now before we get into it, I just want to say good luck to anyone that's made day 2 that is tuning in now. And yeah, I should if I made day 2, I will be live streaming on Twitch currently with a 15-minute delay. So feel free to go over there and hang out. And yeah, I'll respond to people in the chat if I can. And but I will be mostly just focusing on the games and not really on communicating while streaming, basically. But yeah. Okay, so let's get into this. So this game is what I like to refer to as a mega high roll. I guess lots of people can refer to it as a mega or giga high roll. Anyways. So yeah, you can see we start off like pretty fortunate after getting that Cindy in the shop that we locked and then getting with the Genie's Wish, and now we've got a couple of pairs already. We've got a pair of Mims, a pair of Cut Purse, and our Cindy's already on 2. So we're in pretty decent shape, although we miss a couple slays and lose this combat. Yeah, we get to take our pair here. It's a little bit awkward going into 3, locking a level 2 shop, but I think it's worth it, especially with Hoard Dragon. We want to collect a couple pairs early, and now we can buy a crafty because we're very close to getting a treasure. It's gonna get a stat boost very soon. Guaranteed 1 next turn from the Cinderella, which will be on one quest remaining. So yeah, we just put an extra stat on the Kitty Cut Purse just in case there's like a falling stars, so it doesn't just completely decimate our board. And our Mims fight each other to a standstill, so we're happy about that. We conserve some life, and we get a level 3 treasure off our Mim. A little bit early for treasure map, but Ring of Thunder I like a lot better if we have like a Black Cat or something. So we're just gonna take Sting. We've got a couple Slay characters right now, and then we can just move the Mim over, and then we've got 3 very high attack powers on our front line. And I don't really want to play Falling Stars; it ruins us more than helps us. And we find another triple on 3.1, but instead of take that, it would be more gold efficient to just take the triple. But I want to cast the spell to finish Cindy's quest, so we cast a TLK on it, which means we get the quest, and then it becomes a golden 3, and it's a spell weaver. So we take a hat. You know, we've got a couple other lines on level 2 or level 3 treasures, so Spellweaver seems like a good choice there. And we win the fight there. And then yeah, there's a triple on the crafty, which gives us Crystal Ball on 3.2. So safe to with the golden Spellweaver, it's safe to say we're in a very good position here. This is a pretty big board from the pup though, but not quite big enough to deal with our fortunate shops as early. We get another crafty out of the Ogre Princess as well, so that's really fortunate. And we get to triple our Cut Purse here on 4.0, and we find a treasure map. So now we're just gonna hunt for a level 4 triple to get a level 7. And I mean, of course, we are hoping it's gonna be Black Prism. And I'm sure if you saw the thumbnail, potential spoilers, but I'll just leave it at that. So yeah, we obviously want to cast some spells now that we've got our board configured and a line on where we need to go. We've got direction, so combat works out here, so we win another fight, probably fortunately there. And of course, it's tempting to just try and TLK the Ogre Princess into like another monster book, or just try and get other pairs by TLKing the crafty. But I think it's just more worth it to start getting higher level golden characters by TLKing the cut purse, which has kind of outlived its usefulness already. And I'm tempted to take the Friendly Spirit, which maybe I should have, because I do want to take another 4, so we're not just chasing the 1/4 triple. And Friendly Spirit is a good one, because we can pump spells into it. But I'm going to take a Soul Tack here, and we're going to cut this Ogre Princess. I feel like we're pretty strong, but one of the ways that we can lose very easily is if our Spellweaver gets Lightning Dragoned or something, so So I felt like protecting that is a high priority for me. So, and Soltech does that, and we get a pair of monster books now, and we might as well spend 1 gold to get a couple life and go up on experience. Again, considering the friendly spirit and the Nean, because the Nean's a pair by itself, but I figure we've got the two monster books, and now we find a second Soltech, which we are going to take. So that gives us 2 lines on our level 7 treasure without having to invest in another pair. And we get a very good Shrivel there, taking out their bossy, and then Mummy takes out their Fanny, just kind of eliminating all the stats on their board. So very fortunate combat for us there. I think we were pretty favored, but definitely helps to get those great hits. And we find our triple Soltech, and we find Black Prism. So the lobby's basically over. We just have to kind of go through the motions here, and I figure, you know what, we're super strong. Why don't we Mix-a-Wizzle and then TLK the entire board? And we're gonna try and do that as much as possible in this game, because it's fun, and we're super far ahead, and why not, right? So we're just gonna just pumping spells into our board. Not a whole lot to discuss from this point on. Like we're just gonna be casting spells and rearranging our board after a TLK here. Now we've got another Court Wizard on the back line, or on the bench, and I think it's worth a little bit more than this very large but mostly inconsequential Fanny. And then we're gonna lock a coin and a Spellweaver in the shop. Spellweaver is gonna get absolutely incredibly large, super fast, so we definitely want to pick that up. Also, taking into the apple tree, the Tweedle gives us an enormous wall. Unfortunately, no power on the back side there, but didn't really matter too much. I thought briefly about ending the board just to get a bunch of life and starting over, but decided against it. And we want to sell the chicken before we TLK the board, because we actually just lose a gold and we just get like a random level 3 character without stats, so it just wasn't worth it. And now we've got mostly 6s and just a couple 5s, and we have a Nutcracker. And I figure, you know what, we're TLKing, we're Mix-a-Wizzling, why don't we shard the whole board too? We get 2 golden burn beards now, a golden pumpkin and a regular pumpkin. If only one of these had become an Ashwood, then we might just like settle on a tree comp and just win the game that way. But without the Ashwood, I'm definitely open to continuing to Mix-a-Wizzle or TLK the board. The Ghost does not stand a chance against us. I missed a Wizard's Familiar there that I should have taken, but I mean, we're going to TLK the board again anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. And there it is. So there's our golden Ashwood that we wanted in the last configuration. We get a couple golden Lordies here, a little bit awkward. No Scions of the Storm out of these TLKs yet, which is a little bit unfortunate. And I figure we can sell something for this Spellweaver as well. Again, we keep buying like raw Spellweavers, and they get just absurdly large, very fast. Also having a full bench is fantastic for our spell counts here, for our Spellweaver and Wizard Familiar. And you can see we have an Aeon. It's got new art, so you might not have noticed in our bottom middle slot there in slot 6. So you see that we cast 2 spells, and then the Wizard Familiar and Spellweaver gain something like 40 attack. But also this opponent almost completely scams us. They double Baba supported Siren steal our golden Doom Breath and get 3 of them, and then yeah, their stats still aren't quite enough to compete with us, but they almost got us there. It was just a little bit of a tense one. Not that it would have mattered if we lost here. We have 46 health, so it's the lobby is just not close at the moment. There's another Wizard's Familiar. We'll sell a Doom Breath for it. And we'll Beauty's Influence the board. We've got a good boy. Probably should have cast the coin first, but... And no Royals, unfortunately, so no Queen's Grace for us. We're just going to try and jam as many spells in before the timer runs out as we can, and then cast a Hermes Magic Boots, or Magic Beans. And to be honest, I don't know how this opponent got to level 6 with this board. Probably because we were just like destroying everybody else in the lobby and they dodged us up until now, to be fair. But yeah. Also, you can tell by the list on the side, we're kind of deep in a stream right now, and this is actually the fourth, or we got 3 firsts in a row before this game, so this is our 4th first in a row. This is a pretty good run on stream from the other day. And then we finally find a Sign of the Storm. Finding spots for these characters is a little bit challenging, just because everything has such high power that we need to just assess what the best synergies are versus just how many stats things have. Like we cut a tree and we're just selling now just to try and cast as many spells as we can before the game ends. Because it doesn't really matter. We don't feel like we need to do much else to win this lobby. But this opponent is Mirror Scam. If any comp can take us out, it's this one. And the Medusas do take out 2 of our characters, but unfortunately for them, the Rotten Apple Tree doesn't quite even get one of ours. I mean, it's possible that Boomhilda's going to die to a Sarcophagus hit. There it goes. Oh, and they get another one with the Medusa, but still, the last our remaining characters just have so many stats that there's no way any of the rest of the stuff can any of the rest of the pumpkin summons can deal with them. So yeah, that was a Giga High Roll Hatball Prism game. That was not particularly close, and yeah, it was. I mean, it was pretty fun to play, but I'm sure not super fun for everyone else in the lobby. But I mean, that's the game sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel, really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. Again, I've been streaming regularly over on Twitch, so I'd love it if you'd go and follow me over there as well, and maybe stop by for a stream, and yeah, just hang out and suggest plays in chat. Just yeah, whatever you want to do. Again, good luck to everyone that's competing in the tournament today. This will be day 2, and I think that's everything. So I will see you tomorrow.